I would argue that the mojito is probably one of the most famous cocktails out there. So if I think about mojito, I think about summer, fresh mint, light rum. So yeah, mojito is I would say is a modern classic, a real fresh cocktail that isn't too much. Let's get into it. So, real interesting thing, mojito has its origin in medicine, even long before rum was invented. A spirit called, I'm probably going to butcher this, arguantiente. It's a drink or a spirit made from fermented sugar canes. Indigenous Taindo people in the Caribbeans had this drink while it was the arguantiente. They would mix it with herbs and use that as a medicine. So it was for medicinal purposes. So in the 1600s, during slavery, the Caribbean people, well, the slaves at the time, to my understanding, they, well, to get to that point, this was the time when the Caribbeans, because of the slave trade and the time of slavery, there was a whole plantation of sugar canes. So that made the Caribbean the main source of sugar back then. So what they would do is they would take the molasses, which is a byproduct of creating sugar from sugar cane, and they would take that molasses, ferment it, and distill it, and that's how we got rum. So what happened was, later on, the aguardiente started losing popularity, and rum started to gain more popularity, of course. So they would add, basically on that, I would say that the history on using the aguardiente in drinks for medicinal purposes, the rum replaced the spirit and became the rum drink, and they would still keep the herbs that they would use. So lime was introduced then, and they used mint and added some sugar, and over time that's how the mojito basically came to be. This is a drink that's really evolved over time, I would say. So I wonder how many people out there who really love this drink, the mojito, if they really do understand the origin of it and where it came from, what it stands for, and that this drink actually was inspired, or I would say the roots of it comes from the indigenous Taino people in the Caribbean. So I just wanna take a time to realize, or I would say remember that, because yeah, it's something really interesting to me, and we do believe that should not go to waste, so we should remember that. Might just be my opinion. So yeah, I do feel like that is important, but maybe I just get too nerdy about the history of drinks, so that's my passion. Anyway, let's get to the drink. For this drink, you are going to need rum, white rum preferably. I would say that is the more traditional way of making it. So rum first, let me put on my pour so it's easy to pour. Then you're going to need some cane sugar. You're going to need lime. Yeah, you're gonna need lime. And you are going to need a glass, of course. I would say this is a drink that's it's served in I would say a long drink glass, so a highball or a long drink glass. Because we are going to add soda water. So apparently a longer glass is better for carbonated drinks. So that's why we'll be using this one. And you're gonna definitely need mint. Do not forget the mint. It's not a mojito without mint. It would be a variation of the caipirinha, I would say. And I just remember that I forgot something. I'm gonna go get a knife because I cannot peel a lime into slices. That's on me. Alright, let's get it. Alright, so put this to the side so you guys can see. So I'm gonna be rolling out my lime as I usually do. So it softens up a little, which will make it better to juice. Then what I do is I cut. We basically this is yeah. I kind of forget to say this is a drink that won't be shaken. It will be stirred. So you're gonna need a spoon and a muddler. What I do is I like to cut off the ends, cause less flesh means less bitterness. Cause these pails are really bitter. There is a technique in how we are going to muddle it, and that I will be showing you in a sec. So let's divide our lime. I think I'm gonna do 4. So set off that to the side first. Get your glass. First thing we're gonna be doing is adding sugar. About 2 bar spoons full. You can make this as sweet as you like actually, or less sweetening. It's up to you, however you prefer your drink. Okay. Then you'll be adding your lime. Peel down. Yeah, this is what I wanted to say. So add your lime peel down, because when you muddle, you're gonna really express that oil in the lime, which is gonna also add more bitterness to the drink. So peel down. Get your mint. You usually what I would say is use the leaves for a more fresher taste. The stem has a lot of aromas in it though, so I do a few stems, but not too much because I don't want the mint to like overpower the drink. It's gonna be really, in my opinion, it tastes really earthy. So we're gonna do about 8, 10, maybe even 12 mint leaves. Then again, it's up to you. It's your drink, so make it however you like. I think that's about enough mint for me. So you get out your muddler, you start muddling everything down. You really press down the mint and twist a little. That's what I do. So press and twist a few times. A lot of people don't like having mint in their mouth when they drink this cocktail, because you could be crushing the mint up a lot while doing this, and this really breaks down the mint, which would allow it to pass through the straw, and then at the end you will have mint in your mouth, which is not really a problem for me because I like my drink minty, and I even like eating mint. Like, I love it. One sec. So 2 ounce or 60 milliliters of white rum. And now I'll be adding my crushed ice. So I prepared a glass of crushed ice. I don't know if I said it, but you're definitely gonna need crushed ice for this drink. All right. I mean, you could. Oh, that one's not crushed enough. You could basically use Cuba ice, but like I said, it's up to you. It's your drink, but it's easier to stir with crushed ice. So now the rum is in there with the ice. Well, everything's in there right now. Now you're gonna need your bar spoon. Oh God, stay over there. Stay there. You're gonna need your bar spoon. And what we'll be doing is, on the side of the glass, push your spoon down to the bottom, and we're gonna be stirring in a movement of, the best way to explain it is we'll be lifting everything up so we can mix through perfectly. Alright, so dissolve a little bit of that sugar, cool down the drink. Oops, I lost some ice. Mix that rum and that mint in. Oh, this looks so refreshing. I cannot wait to taste it though. And I realized that I have too little ice. Yeah, at this point, what I would do is I would add some water. Basically, add some water because that's what the recipe says. Though, honestly, my opinion, a mojito is good as it is. You don't need soda water, but if you want that refreshing kick, add some soda water. Let's just add some soda water for the argument's sake. And I need more ice. Got my ice. What you would like to do is maybe stir it one last time just to combine or get that water to the bottom as well, so you won't just be drinking strong liquor and then at the end just a watery drink. So yeah, add more ice. Make kind of a crown if you have better crushed ice than I do. So you're going to, of course, need a straw. For it's not easy to drink with crushed ice and no straw. So where's my straw? All right, got a middle one over here. So straw goes in there. And what I'll be doing is I'll be using the mint as a garnish. So slap it against my wrist to activate that aroma. What it does is it has like microscopic or mini like ripples in the leaf. This will activate the aroma. So it makes you smell the mojito, the mint more. All right, then you add that mint right next to the straw. You have to wiggle it in a little. So when you're drinking, you're sipping on the straw, you will smell the aromas of the mint as well, which makes it a little more minty in taste. All right, so time to taste. Cheers. Oh yeah. It's I understand why people love the mojito. It's refreshing, really minty. So that herbal, you have that herbal taste to it. If it had soda water, well, I did add, but just a little drop. If you add more soda water, it will definitely have that sparkling, which would even freshen it up more. I like it the way it is right now, so I won't be adding any soda water. It's really good because it's sweet, it's sour, so it's similar to a daiquiri, but it's not really like a daiquiri. It's like a deconstructed daiquiri, I would say. As for daiquiri, you have like the same consistency while drinking it. This one will evolve over time because it has your cane sugar just like added into it and stirred up. So this is a drink that will evolve. It will get lighter the longer you drink it and less sweeter, in my opinion. Oh yeah, and this is dangerous. It's something that goes down like water, for me at least. And yeah, the mojito. I hope you guys like this video. I'll catch you on the next one. And let me know if you liked it. Let me know if there's a drink you would like me to make and talk about in the next video. And yeah, have a great evening and see you next time. Cheers.